She's got a smile and it seems to me reminds me of childhood. Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. We're learning Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Their only #1 hit, a true classic, and obviously played on electric, but it's very doable on acoustic. I've got two ways to play that epic riff. The original, way up here, right? Good for your technique, good to warm up on this riff and just in general. Now if you want to play it open, might be a little more acoustic of an arrangement to just play it in the open position. Therefore you have your chords right there as well. A lot going on in this song, although it's very easy to play if you just want to strum along. Just a handful of chords really, D, C, G to D, with the chorus having an A chord. But we do have a sort of a key change into E minor, which is really cool for the solo section. There's also some nice solos that are not too difficult, right? And you can add some acoustic style arranging to that. You can add a C bass, right? Add the G bass. So I'll throw this fully tabbed out on the Patreon, patreon.com/mtguitar. Big thank you to everyone there. And we're gonna get started right away with this riff. I know a lot of you are eager to learn this riff if you're here, and this is a very fun thing to just know how to play. Even if you're not gonna learn every single section of the song, just this riff is well worth your time. So we're gonna go way up to 12th fret, then I'll show you the open version of this, and you're welcome to do as I did, just kind of do both. So 12th fret, then an octave, then there's the 5th right there, so that's 12, 15, 14. Then we go to 12 third string, so, all right, so we have 12, 15, 14, 12. Then we go 15 first fret, first string, and then back to 3rd string on the 14th fret. 14th fret, 1st string, back to 3rd string. So that's to end the phrase. So we have bass, octave, that 14th fret, 12th fret, 15, 14, 14, 14, okay? Twice. Good. That's the pattern. Now the only thing that changes is the bass note, the very first note. This time it's 14th fret. And then we do everything else the same. 14, 4th string, back to the riff. Now the only thing that changes is, again, the first note. This time it's 12th fret, 3rd string. You hit that note, then repeat the rest of the riff. And this time go back to 12th fret, 4th string to complete the 4-bar phrase. So why don't we try that all together? Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Here we go. 14. 14. Here's the 12th fret, 3rd string. Sorry. Okay. And on the 3rd time, a little bit of a change there. On the last time, 12, 15, 12, 14, always bouncing back in the 3rd string, okay? So you can kind of skip that if you just want to do only the intro riff. That's the main part. There's just sort of an ending there that's kind of nice. Now for the open position, we have basically the same kind of thing, but we're going to go open, right? So it's -12 frets, or subtract 12 frets, I guess. Not negative, but you know what I mean. We're going to do everything we just did, 12 frets down. So we're going to go open on a D5 kind of chord here. We're going to go open, open 2nd string, 3rd string, go open. Now we go to a D sus kind of thing. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. That was at the end. 1st string, 3rd string, 2nd string. 1st string, 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd string. I was thinking 2nd fret. I'm confusing myself. Anyway, here we go. Like that. Okay, that's the pattern. Then we go to 2nd fret. Repeat everything the same. Now we go to open. Repeat everything the same. And back to home. Good. Okay, now we have the chords, and they're quite easy. She's got a smile, and it seems to me. I'm going down and up, sorry. I'm going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And we have D, C, G, back to D. One more time. You can go C over G if you want a bassier C. I tend to like that. 4-finger G. Now on the D, by the way, we can go to the sus as a fill, okay? That's suspect, suspect. Takes us to the chorus. All right, good job. So now we're here at the chorus. A, I kind of like this almost power chordy or you know, this kind of A for this occasion because I don't really want that open A string. So I'm just gonna go whoa, whoa, C, so it's just A, C, D. A little sus thrown in there for good measure. If you want to add a passing note, one more time, I know it's only twice in the chorus, but you can add a little B bass. Another thing I should mention is it's kind of cool in the chorus to play power chords sometimes, so I could go whoa, whoa, sweet child. I can just play these beefy power chords on the C chord and use the B as a passing note. And it gives a more rock or electric feel to it. Okay, so that is all the chords for the verse and chorus. Now there's a solo section, and it's just over the verse chords. So we've already learned the chords, but the solo is it's actually quite easy. So if somebody were to ask me what's a first solo I should learn, wish you were here is my general opinion. But here's another great intro solo, beginner solo, if you will. 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 9, 3rd string, repeat. This time, 10, 8, and then stay there. This is not beginner, so you can slide 12 to 10 and back to 8. Slide to 12, back to 10. 10, 12, 10. 9 to 11, slide. So that would be, then I'll show you the bends. Da da do, da da do, 10, 8, here we go. Okay, but instead of that, you could go, kind of tricky though, but especially the 1st string is a little tight on that E string, but you surely can do it. Then you get more accurate sort of sound there from slash. So that's the solo that kind of repeats throughout the song with variations, which will be tabbed out. But that's the general idea. You might just want to add some bass notes. So I'm adding the open D string, the 7th fret, 3rd string, just holding it down. Now for the C, a little trickier, but I'm going to add that 6th string, 8th fret for the C bass. Still get the melody. For the G, it's not that bassy, but we have the 3rd string open. And we go to here, we have the D bass. So little tricks like this, you want to add the bass notes that are open when you can to give yourself a break. So we've got the solo section back into the verse and chorus. I should say on the chorus, now that we're really heating up here and getting a bit more advanced. Very strange part here, it's kind of tough to play, to be honest. But when it goes to the chorus, slash actually does do this. So if you want to learn that, that'd be 11th fret, 4th string, and then 14 3 times in a row. 2nd, 3rd, 4th string. Then 15, 14, 14, 14. So that's tricky. Okay, then we go to a C, that's 10th fret, almost like the intro riff. So it's actually, yeah, so it's 10, 13, 12, 10, 12, 12, 10, 12. So a bit different there, back to the riff. So that's slowly, whoa. Okay, I don't recommend that for a solo acoustic because you kind of lose a lot of that bass, so I just recommend strumming. Whoa. However, if you are jamming this with a friend and you want to show off a nice little lick there, this is a overlooked riff of this song. Okay, pretty cool. All right, so that covers almost everything that I wanted to cover. Now we go into the new section. We have this sort of E minor jam. We're not going to go over the solo note for note. Please leave a comment if you'd like me to cover this on an electric, where it would belong, and I can cover this solo note for note. It's long. You can kind of think of it as two solos. One's over the E minor, C, B7 to A minor. That's the first solo. Kind of Spanish. Okay, then the second solo is over the Where Do We Go Now? Okay. When he turns on the wah. So let's cover the rhythm for that, because we're not going to be playing this solo on a solo acoustic most likely, and it's a bit much for that. So we have E minor. So let's, how do we get into that? Well, when we are finishing the chorus, whoa, oh, sweet love of mine, we're gonna power chord it to the E minor to the C, B7 to A minor. There's the 4-bar loop, and repeat. C over G, B7, A minor. Okay, 4 times. Let's just practice it. Then we'll go into the next section. Last time here. This time, after the B7, we're going to play A major. 2, 3, 4. Then we go to a different progression, which is E minor, G, A major, and then C, C, D, 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 E minor, yeah. Walk up to the G if you want, A to C over D. E minor, bend, sweet child, where do we go now? Okay? This goes on for quite a while, until the ending is E minor. Interesting enough, the song ends on E minor, even though it started in D, so sometimes a song has multiple keys, or we modulate, etc. That's it, and you know, we're sort of flying through these iconic parts, and you might want to practice this nice and slow, especially this opening riff, so that it's not you know, missing notes or sloppy or anything. So get that nice and clean. The strumming is rather straightforward, and like I said, leave a comment in the comments below if you want me to cover the solo in a different time. It would be fun to do that, and I hope you're doing well. Take care, everyone. See you next time. She's got a smile and it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stare too long, I'll probably break down and cry.